Yeah, the question that is always brought up is I get asked on a regular basis is, as a follower, how are you supposed to behave as a follower? It's a valid question. I would say how to behave as a follower is to pay attention to what the person is showing you, saying to you, it's like show and tell. So stay there for a moment. This is very complicated because you might get a boost in your energy briefly when you watch someone doing this shit. But what it actually is doing is causing you to gaslight other people or yourself. Should make you fucking furious when you watch these people speak. I mean, this shit has got to fucking stop. You know what it reminds me of? You know how like they'll put like a dog and they'll come in behind and they'll slip their arms in behind the dog and then someone else is controlling the arms? That's basically what's going on. See, this right here is you know that I'm attached to my hands. I'm purposely moving my hands around. There's not nails on these. There are no nails here. These are dirty nails because the dogs are constantly rolling in the dirt, and I would rather cuddle my dogs than worry about clean nails. Plus, I cleaned and dusted the house today. Myself. I did it myself. I didn't film it, did I? That doesn't make sense. Why do you care? The only thing you should care about is if I tell you a story about how there was so much dirt and dust in the house because the dogs keep dragging the dirt in the house. And then I complain about it, and you say, I complained about it too because I have dogs too. And then in the hallway, I watched Tilly pee on the floor, but I don't want to tell you that because I don't want to embarrass her. I think she was marking her territory. Anywho, those are the kinds of things that actually people are interested in. And it's the conversation skill of the person and the way that I'm speaking, as if you're a real person versus a slave. So an example would be somebody watching Ken Craddock. You're experiencing anxiety. It might not occur that way because you might get some uplift, you might get some giggles, you might watch Giggly Squad, but that's forced upon you. And it's taken me quite some time for me to block their asses, to not accept that shit as normal behavior. That's why in the more often times than not in the old videos, I would scream and yell, and you all thought I was the bad guy. So you're going to go through your own phases of being a fucking angry ass piece of crap. And that wasn't me talking, that was them. An angry piece of crap? Question mark. Or an awareness of how you cannot stand them, and they're the piece of crap. They're the pieces of crap. Although you can't be trusted either, because are you a host to one of these things? Are you in pain? Because if you're in pain, you're likely not a host. If you're in feeling like life is great and life is good, you probably are a host to one of these pieces of shit. And very few of you can master this skill. So no one really knows what the hell they're talking about 100% across the entire platform. There's so many different opinions running around of, I think, my opinion, I'm pretty. Well, that was an opinion. You're not really that pretty. You're like in the old days, you used to say, I'm pretty. Wait, you would say pretty. What would you say? She's not that pretty on the outside, but her insides make her outsides pretty. That's really rude. However, it's a compliment to somebody who is a person who thinks she's pretty. That's influencers. Or pretty on the outside as she is on the inside. That doesn't exist in the modern world of Hollywood or influencer. They're all evil as shit. They all have a gimmick and an agenda with no education to disrupt your daily life so that they can look cool, so they can make money. So they can make money. So they can say, well, that was me. I'm sorry, but you didn't do that. You might in your mind, that's a trick. You're like in your mind making shit up again in your fucking head. That you're in your own body. You don't do shit. So stay over there and handle your own shit. And then the world would be a better place. That's what democracy is. So their form of democracy is no boundaries and no intelligence, because that's not intelligent. Why would you want to be somebody else when you already did all that work for the thing that you were supposed to clean up? So now what, you're going to expect me to do everything? I don't fucking think so, bitch. I don't think so. Ooh, the guilt's coming. Oh, Lordy, guilt. Yeah, I don't think so. Do your own shit. You made your bed. Now fucking go lie in it. That's the Republican way. And that even goes for the little ones. They know better than that. Because why would they be here on this planet if they're just going to let everybody else do all the work? What the fuck is the purpose of these women? I mean, look at them. Think about it. What exactly do you do? You what? Stand there and hire a chef? Oh, look how pretty I am. Well, you didn't make that. You didn't create that. You didn't do that. You didn't clean that. You didn't do nothing. You just create violence in the world. That's what you do. Not sure what part of that as an American that wouldn't bother you. That doesn't bother you that these women are trying to close down your businesses? Doesn't bother you that these women are hosting podcasts talking shit about you as men? While they're then being praised for that shit, not only by other women, by top of the tier men. While they create nothing of value. While even the people that used to act like educators are literally the worst of the worst. And our politicians, specifically speaking to the Democratic Party, clearly are unethical, illegally operating, illegal. Everything that you have done is fucking illegal, Shoo-Choo. Yet, you're going to try to convince these people that what happened in the last 2 days is just going to, disappear? No, I want a class action lawsuit against your motherfucking ass. I want to sue the Democratic Party and everyone involved in this shit. And I want to be the wealthiest woman in the world by the time all this shit is said and done. And I'll still do shit on my own. Because there's no fucking point to be here if all you do is roll around in your fucking money. That's dumb as fucking shit. However, your generation has missed out on an extreme opportunity. But the younger ones, we are really working diligently to create a better future for our future children. So think on that when you are in prison or getting executed, publicly first, and then the actual gas chamber, or the needle, or the electric chair. Criminal, what is it? Punishment, capital. Punishment, capital. Capital punishment. With me around, we'll never not know the truth. And so we'll say, get him out of here. Guilty. And that's just